Here we are on this beautiful blustery April day. We had Fish Guy Professional Group in last week, which led to the total eclipse of the moon this week here over the United States. It was really earth-shattering, both events. And today we're going to go take a look at the 275 build. Come on in. So the really beautiful 275 glass aquarium is now completely constructed. You'll see some neat additions here. Buddy made some custom caps for the ends. These are for the overflows right here. That'll keep any spray from coming over and also keep it really silent as well. I also glued in some glass blocks here. So you'll see these about 2 inches by 3 inch glass blocks. Those were siliconed in underneath, clamped in place, and resting hard against the center brace and hard against the front brace. That locks in this center brace to keep it super solid. You can even hear how super solid it is. Also, you'll note that Buddy installed the bulkheads. They're silicone on the top and underneath on the bottom. That's a really important piece, to have them silicone underneath so they never leak. Stone's gonna go on the ends. We'll get video of that. It's gonna go up on the stand. The stand will have 3/4 inch styrofoam on top, and that'll really fit out well once they're done with the tile in that office. So I put the service light underneath, put some floss in the floss tray. The blue mesh is there now too. The sump is siliconed in. There's the white PVC rimming siliconed in place too to protect it long term. It's sitting on styrofoam underneath. I forgot to do my signature fish underneath, but oh well. Today we're going to install some Deltec really high quality filtration equipment in here. We have the TC 1500 IX right now that's going in. This has the external motor, and you also need to drive this unit with an external water pump that goes in the back here. For that, we've picked the CHEMI-PURE Synchro 2.0 pump. That goes up to about 500 gallons an hour. This skimmer is rated for 450 gallons an hour. Your adjustments here on the back. You've got your CSM cleaning piece right here on top to wipe the throat of the skimmer out. And then we also have the KM500S, which is the couch stirrer. This couch stirrer will also fit in Sump. And then I picked 2 of the eFlow 8 discharge pumps. You have your George Fisher wide check valve, your CPEX discharge valve here, and I'm going to install all of those right now. Usually I'm going to pick the biggest item first. I'll take the top off the Deltec skimmer and motor I mounted after I got it out of the box, and we should be able to fit this in here quite easily in place. Then we'll go ahead and put the motor. That'll go back here. It's very well built, durable equipment. Obviously the cords won't go in there when the water is in the unit. And then I'll take the calcium calc reactor. I'll put that in the back of the aquarium sump. That'll fit in here and discharge calc water into there. I'll put the skimmer motor onto here. We're gonna have a Apex dose system on this unit. So I'm not gonna put a calcium reactor on it. We're gonna do a mixed reef. There's your skimmer fitting in. Water level in the sump will be about 8 to 10 inches operating, which is half the elevation. This is about 13. So I may raise this up on a pad just to have the skimmer a little further out of the water, but those things we do after the fact typically. I just fitted the intake with a strainer right there for the inside of the pump, and then the George Fisher check valve just goes on there. They're not glued as of yet. We typically won't glue them till site installation, and we'll just go ahead and put these 2 in here, even with the cords just hanging for now. Be it that we have all of this great Deltec equipment in stock, it makes it real easy for us to pre-assemble, pre-design out how the filtration is going to go, you know, in the sumps here on site at our facilities. So to really map out well, here you have your digital controls for the eFlow controllers. Those will get mounted up on the wall. Your drivers right here, we'll mount those up nice and clean, probably up in this area. And bam, you're gonna have a great filtration system in this large sump under this. Now I look at it, I say to myself, yeah, it's a pretty big size reef aquarium, and it's gonna be really spectacular with this great equipment. So I keep all the manuals with the equipment, and then that way we have everything we need on site once it gets delivered to the client's house. We had a couple of questions relative to this build in specific. These Unistrut clamps right here are FRP. They're fiberglass reinforced product, and they're made by a company called Champion Strut. That's a 1.50 unit strut right there. It says Champion strut on it. And the silicone, somebody was asking about the silicone we're using. We're using GE Construction clear silicone for this particular build. And it's been really a great silicone. We've had zero issue with it whatsoever. Dries really nice and clean and is a great, strong, heavy-duty silicone to be used on these aquariums. We also had Frank in from Delmenhorst in Germany, where the Deltec factory is. Frank has been working with Deltec manufacturing and distributing quality filtration products, and he's helping us with some of the technical setups of the equipment, such as the fluidized calcium reactors and the CRTT 1500 and 3000 units, and the operations of those, so that we can really fine tune it and teach our team as well with the experts from Germany. We headed off to Interzoo in May. And I'll be going off to the Deltec factory after we go to the Interzoo show with them in their stand at the Messe Center in Nuremberg, Germany. That is a trip that Jolie and I are really looking forward to. So remember to like, subscribe, send us your questions, and we'll see you next week.